Okay, so we're here to talk to Melanie Matthews, who is the marketing manager for renewable energy charity Renewable World. Melanie, tell us a little bit more about the work that Renewable World does.
Hi, thanks Mark. Well, Renewable World is a UK-based charity which was formed by people from the renewable energy industry, and our aim is to tackle poverty through the use of renewable energy. So we're working in small, remote communities in developing countries which don't have access to grid electricity, and helping them to improve their health, education and livelihoods through the energy produced by renewable energy, solar, wind, hydro, and also biogas we're developing as well.
Great. And can you give me an example then of maybe one of the projects that you're working on?
Sure. Well, an example which I was very lucky enough to visit recently is in Nicaragua. This is a small community called Cajiniquil, and it's about 45 minutes from the nearest road. And when I say road, the road is one that you can only drive by four-wheel drive. So it's about 2 or 3 hours from a road that any bus would go down. So it's pretty remote. There's no grid electricity, and you can only access the community by walking. But they have a fantastic wind resource. They're right on the edge of an escarpment, and the wind's just blowing the whole time. And so we worked with this community with a local partner to install wind energy and also backup solar energy. And they have a small control centre and battery storage, so they have 5 days storage of energy in case the wind wasn't blowing or there was any need to repair the technology. And they're now using that energy for pumping water. So for the first time they're pumping clean water to the community rather than having to walk for an hour or so and carry heavy water back to the community, which has health benefits. They have light in their homes from low energy light bulbs, whereas before they were using kerosene. They call them candeels, and they literally use an old tin and fill it with oil and use a cloth wick. Now it's not only dangerous because if it gets knocked over you've got a house going up in flames, but also it's extremely toxic. The fumes from this, indoor air pollution is one of the biggest killers in the developing world, from cooking fire fumes and from lighting. So they now have clean lighting, they can see a lot better, and that means that they can, children can study in the evenings, they can do their homework in the evenings, and people can, after they've been working in the fields during the day, they can do some tailoring or other things that they can do in the evenings to raise a little bit more income. It's been so successful that the community there are now looking at how they can, because they've got more energy than they need, they're now looking at putting in a pump to another reservoir tank so that they can use the water for irrigation, which will mean they'll then be able to grow crops out of the rainy season more efficiently and raise more money that way. So it's all about looking at ways that we can use the energy to improve their income generating capabilities, but also have impacts on health and education.
It sounds like a great project that's really transformed the lives of people in that community. Is it just South America where you work? Or?
No, we work so in Central America, just Nicaragua, and then also in East Africa at the moment, Mozambique, Kenya and Tanzania. And then South Asia, we're working in Nepal and looking to also move into northern India. So it's a small number of countries, but we're a very small organisation. We only have 4 full-time members of staff, and we rely very much on volunteers to supplement those staff members. So we can't be everywhere yet, but we hope to grow and be working in more countries
So where
as
do
we
you
go.
get your support from them to do this vital work?
Well, we're incredibly lucky to have a lot of support from the renewable energy industry. Renewable UK, the trade association, is a great supporter of ours, as is the EWEA, the European Wind Energy Association. All Energy here were very kind to give us a free stand so we could talk to people from the industry. And we have corporate friends, that is at the moment 4 companies who pledge £25,000 a year for 3 years towards our core costs, to ensure that we can manage the infrastructure of the organisation, so that when we go out to fundraise from individuals or organisations, their money can go towards our projects. Amazon have an affiliate scheme And if you're a shopper on Amazon, instead of going straight to amazon.co.uk, if you go to our website, which is www.renewable-world.org, then on the front page we have a little Amazon logo. If you click on that, you go straight to your normal Amazon page, with all your favourites and past purchases. It knows who you are, but it also knows you came from us. And for that, we get from 5 to 6% commission on all your purchases. So it's basically free money for us, and it's doing something you would do anyway.
Sounds like a great way to support you.
It's a fantastic way to support.